How does games get so good? Like with all the bad games that come out, that we trash, we talk about, there's so many good games out there. So many developers that take years and years and years to make these games. And they don't do it for PR. They do it because they put so much love into these games and creating a masterpiece. Guys, I've got 5 games here that I am most excited about from developers that have proven themselves to us over and over, with maybe the exception of one on this list. But outside of that, I am more than excited to see these games in E3, and you should too. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, guys, is a game that was actually teased about back in E3 2014, but we didn't actually see any gameplay or promotions of it until last year during E3. And man, it stole the show for me. I enjoyed seeing all the games, but Anthem was right up my alley. Coming from Destiny and covering Destiny regularly, I wanted something fresh, man. And nothing sparks innovation more than some good old healthy competition. Anthem is an online multiplayer action role-playing game developed by BioWare and published by EA. Now last November, EA got into a stink, and I was actually really worried about Anthem. I was really concerned that a lot of the issues that EA was faced with was going to transition over into Anthem as well, but hopefully this is a great learning lesson for EA, and we won't see those same tactics being pulled with Anthem. But essentially what we know about Anthem is set somewhere in the future, and you'll be playing as a freelancer, going out into the open terrains, fighting, killing. You have a lot of different various weapons as well as superhuman abilities. Again, right up my alley, man. We're also going to be getting fully customizable suits called javelins, and hopefully that customization is extensive. Be looking out for this game this year at E3 though, guys. I'm excited to see what other javelins we're going to have in store, and hopefully we can get a peek at its actual customization and get an idea of how fleshed out that role-playing really is.
See you on the other side.
Our story is out there.
Ghost of Tsushima is an upcoming third-person world action stealth video game developed by Sucker Punch. Yeah, Sucker Punch, the guys who made infamous Second Son. I'm a huge fan of those games. Been a long time since I've heard from them. I'm glad they're finally actually putting something out, and this is actually going to be bringing us to feudal Japan in 1274. Not the most ideal time period, considering the fact that the Mongol Empire was invading everybody, including Japan now. Now, Tsushima is an island south of Japan, and I'm not sure if that's going to be the only location that we'll be playing at. There's a good chance we can go to other various islands, or maybe even the mainland of Japan. Either way it goes, it has been confirmed by Sucker Punch that they are not following history to the T. Sucker Punch has always been good to me. I've always enjoyed their games, and if this is like infamous Second Son brought to feudal Japan, dude, I am down.
So I'll ask you once again, Samurai. Do you surrender?
On the list, fellas, is Cyberpunk 2077. Now, there's really not much to go on here. I know that this is going to be a role-playing game, and it will be open world as well. It is supposed to take place in the year 2077 in Night City, California, and is being developed by CD Projekt Red. And as you know, this is not their first rodeo with open world RPGs. Now, it's been leaked here recently that for E3, there's actually going to be an hour-long gameplay reveal behind closed doors, and hopefully that gameplay will be released after E3. Outside of that, guys, there's really not that much to go on. I know here recently CD Projekt Red put up a job listing for a combat encounter designer. It seems the job description wants them to be able to script both stealth and action-based encounters. So let's go down the checklist. We've got open world RPG elements similar to what we saw in Witcher 3, extensive combat, both stealth and action-based, and CD Projekt Red is leading it. Oh man, I'm ready for this game. The Last of Us, man, I don't even know how to explain this game. It was probably one of the few games that I know my wife would probably divorce me if I played any part of the storyline without her. So every day after work, we would play 2 to 3 hours at night, and we're finally about to play The Last of Us 2. Now, if you were concerned with the time frame of where the sequel was going to take place, Ellie is now 19 years old, and Joel, by the way, is still alive. That was my biggest concern. I was concerned Joel was going to be like dead in this next one, and we weren't even going to be able to see him. But no, he's still kicking. Ellie's also taking guitar lessons, which is really nice, but she also simultaneously likes to go into a house and kill everyone. Now she's pissed, and I did a whole video on this of why she could possibly be pissed, but essentially we might actually get to see what happened to Ellie's mother, Anna. Now we know there was not much of a relationship there since Anna only knew Ellie for like a day. Regardless though, I think this next sequel is actually going to allow us to go back in the past a little bit and dig up what exactly went down with Ellie's mother, as well as Ellie herself and how she gained her immunity.
I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
Death Stranding, man. This is by far the game I am most excited about for this year. Now, this isn't for everyone, but this game is definitely calling my name, man. It is reaching out to me on a spiritual level, man. E3 2016, we first saw this trailer of Death Stranding. And it's been a twist of mysteries ever since, with Kojima just dropping little teasers here and there, and he loves to do that stuff. So far, we know that Sam, which is portrayed by Normus Reedus, is the protagonist and likes to walk around with a dream catcher. Yeah, you never know when you're just going to take a nap, man, and you need it handy. We also know he likes to shed tears with zero emotion. Now, granted, the first trailer we see him holding a baby, and he's crying with a lot of handprints on his body. In this trailer, however, we see he's not actually even shedding tears. Don't worry, I'm still confused about that one. But we know that alternate or parallel universes is definitely going to be a thing in this game, as we see Sam approach the same locations with major geographical changes and less close. The amount of theory videos I have watched on this game is insane, but I believe Death Stranding could be the emotional roller coaster ride of the decade.